How's it going, everyone? Daxellz here, and today we're going to be reacting to another MK video, reacting to r/Brandnewsentence. Bro, where is mommy? Spell M-O-M-M-Y. Not to confuse with mummy, which is the British word of saying that. No one cares. Let's continue to the video. Either way, we go.
What the hell, man? I need to be like him, just absolutely blissed out in the slop. This may be my favorite one. I absolutely adore that term. Blissed out in the slop. That's gonna be me later today. Why do dryers have a less dry option? Which one of you is ordering your socks medium rare? You think one person caused this? Llama in a tux? Happy Pride from my cleaning lady. Hi, Mr. Justin. I just finished your house. Great, thanks. I clean extra good and leave you some treats. Thank you. My son says it's the month your people celebrate being fancy. Pride?
What?
Yes,
Oh.
I'm very proud of you. Oh, give her a raise, please. I already named my switchblade Stabitha, but what's a good name for a sword? Slashly. Slashly. Oh, that is perfect. How the hell does Dawn soap clean oil off a duck, but not the spaghetti bowl?
Skitty bowl not made of duck.
That is true. That is
He's
true.
not wrong.
I do
They are
hate
not
plastic
wrong.
containers for that exact reason. You put biscotti in it one time, and it's always gonna look nasty. Good
Biscotti.
morning, ladies, and the other gender that betrayed Jesus. Good morning to you, snake language translator, the forbidden fruit eater, Samson's hair cutter, John the Baptist, head on the platter requester, Joseph seducer. Hope you had a
yes.
sound sleep. I feel like the Australian accent is like a Texan
Like
accent for
sexism
a
with
British
sexism.
accent.
Let's
You
go.
know, I said something like a
What?
Texan accent for a British accent. You know,
I feel like Australian accents is like the Texan accent for British accents. Do you know what? I would agree.
I said something to this effect to one of our beloved employees at
He would hate
Slazo
that.
Media,
He's gonna
and,
hate that.
They stopped talking to me for a little while. Woman married to Eiffel Tower got divorced because she's now in love with a
that's so
fence.
good.
To be fair, the fence is probably easier to have a relationship with than the Eiffel Tower, right? Is the Y chromosome vanishing? A new sex gene might be on its way. What? Yo,
What?
my mouse got an ultrasound, and they had to blow dry the ultrasound goo off her, and she was in heaven. Oh man, I don't know why. Just an ultrasound for a little mouse. That's an image. Is maple the only kind of tree that has delicious blood, or are we missing out on the other ones? Oh, we're definitely missing out on the other ones. Those trees have delicious juice. Give me tree juice. Some men use maxi pads for
sounds
excess
sus.
gooch grease. You ever say those words again, and I swear to God,
Gooch
I will
grease?
become a criminal. Happy Pride from the trans-affirming misogynist parrot. I bite women. Only handle me if you're a man. Well, I love that bands still
What?
pretend to leave before their encore. Like Peekaboo for adults. I mean, come on, it's all part of the theater. We love it. You know we love it. Fellas, is it gay to have, a pelvis? Is there any reason why Nintendo gave Link a vagina bones? I feel like this guy's just jealous that Link is way more fit than he is. You wish you
Probably.
had that V-line. You know you do. Sometimes I
Yep.
don't understand why some animation guys are called villains. A child who was innovating and exercising creativity. A chef
True.
who wanted
Bit
to get
crazy.
a mouse out of the restaurant kitchen. A guy who
rap,
got
but
pissed
okay.
because he got cuckolded by a bee. This
Yeah,
line
he got absolutely destroyed compared to these two.
of thinking is exactly why Cobra Kai was made. The word poop is a million times more profane than the word shit. When referring to feces, people seem to think shit is profanity, while the most disgusting word in the English language, poop, is the kid-friendly version suitable for
Wait,
public
why?
use. The word poop is onomatopoeic. Speaking the word requires fixing your lips like a puckering asshole and squeezing the word out like a fat turd before returning to the shape of a butthole. It is the sound and shape of an ass squeezing out a dump. I shudder when I hear it, especially
What is
if there's
wrong
an
with
added
you?
bubble pop of a syllable as the ass mouth returns to form. The word is clean and precise. It's over as soon as it begins. It starts softly and finishes quickly. It's like the
Just like my popes.
fluttering of a wing. Stop saying poop like it's not a bad word and start saying, this guy may be onto something here. One time my
No,
mom
he's
made me wash
he's
my
insane.
hands at the bowling alley before I could share the plate of nachos. She said, "I don't know where your hands have been." I panicked because my 12-year-old horny self thought there were cameras in the bathroom that I had just pleasured myself in. Years later, I asked her about it, and she just meant because we were bowling and you had to put your fingers in the public balls. Yes, bowling alleys aren't exactly bastions of cleanliness. Artists screw better because we turn sex into art. Masterpieces, mattresses become canvases where we paint our love to someone with bodies. It's like impossible to come up with anything funnier than the experience of seeing this post. Pharaohs screw better because they put the in a what? This is the most cursed plane I've ever
what?
in a what? This is the most cursed plane I've ever been on. The engine heater iced over, so we had to stop in Salt Lake City for 2 hours while they changed it, and we just got back on, and a life raft in the back suddenly exploded and hit a gay flight attendant in the head. I think that plane...
What? Again?
So we had to stop in Salt Lake City for 2 hours while they changed it, and we just got back on, and a life raft in the back suddenly exploded and hit a gay flight attendant in the head. I think that plane...
Why did she have to state the flight attendant was gay? Why couldn't she just say the flight attendant in the head?
Should be taken out of service. If anything like that happened where I have to stop because something, even if it's not pertinent to the plane flying, is having some trouble, I'm not getting back on that plane. It's not gonna happen. Watching any movie in the early 2000s, the hot chick main character always had absolutely no ass. Funny how beauty standards change. Just rewatched Freddy vs. Jason and can confirm the rampant asslessness of the 2000s. For weeks, my parents had been at war against a very resourceful rat, and I'd been begging them to call a pest control guy. But no, my dad would rather balance a banana on a 2x4 over a garbage can full of water like a fucking cartoon cat. Honestly, this could work. Also, have you never seen Mouse Hunt? You remember what happened to the pest control guy in that one? Yeah, come on. Your dad's got the right idea, I'd say. Teacher seized disco equipment from 12-year-old boy who hosted rave in the school toilets. Was it any good? Teaching sex ed in school will only make kids want to have sex. Yeah, right. I had math in school, and it really made me want to math hard all the time. I was adopted, and recently found my birth mom, and it's weird as hell how much we have in common despite me being raised entirely separate and different from her. You're gonna want to screw her. Look up genetic sexual attraction. Although most sources say it's anecdotal, I legitimately know of 2 instances of it happening. What the f***, dude? Yeah, who just says that? Yeah,
that's
my
weird.
birth mom. It's super strange. What an interesting phenomena has occurred. Check this out. You're gonna want to screw your mother. Are you projecting? Without constraints, the Roomba will eventually figure out the easiest way to keep the room clean, well, is to kill the humans that make it dirty. Hot dogs aren't sandwiches, they're tacos. I don't make the rules. This implies that a slice of pizza is toast, and a slice of stuffed crust pizza is a calzone attached to toast. It also implies that a Big Mac is a cake. My son is 3% blueberries.
What?
He weighs 25 pounds and just ate an entire pint of blueberries, which weighs about 3/4 pounds. Therefore, my son is 3% blueberries in weight. Edit. I just realized I'd have to eat almost 5.5 pounds of blueberries to achieve the same corporeal concentration of blueberries.
That's a lot of blueberries in one sentence.
My memory was accidentally skipping class on the first Monday of deer season freshman year because I legitimately thought
deer season? What is going on in America?
that was a national holiday that meant no school, and didn't realize I just went to a yeehaw high school. Yeah. What are your adjectives? You mean my pronouns? No, I already know your pronouns. What are your adjectives? I don't know. What are yours? Noisy and chaotic. I've never had something go from making no sense to complete sense so fast. I only have one adjective. Stupid. Having size 9 shoes on paper. Completely normal. Literally the average women's size in the USA. Having size 9 shoes at the store. Greetings, Amazonian giantess. We keep your enormous clodhoppers in the shed out back, lest they frighten the villagers. Having a size 10 men's really sucks because they're always goddamn sold out no matter what. The word daddy has been so sexualized that my kids are gonna have to call me bruh or some shit. Yeah, that's been an unfortunate development. Don't be boring with your midlife crisis and buy a sports car. Go hard. Learn magic. Lease a falcon. Start a cult. Are people worried about you? Sure. But are they also a little curious? Yeah, man, sign them up for the cult. You gotta make those falcon payments. How expensive is a falcon? Killer whales learn to sink yachts off Gibraltar. Hell-bent
I heard
on
about
revenge
this.
after being hit by a boat, an orca named Gladys is now teaching others to attack. Researchers
Wow.
believe a vengeful killer whale called Gladys is teaching gangs of
Let's
orcas
go,
to attack
Gladys.
yachts around Gibraltar and has already struck 3 boats, sinking 2 of them. Yeah? I watched a video of, I think, this exact pod of orcas, or whatever their groups are called, going straight for the rudders and ripping
I've
them
seen
off.
that, yeah.
Jenna Ortega, seen smoking a cigarette, has fans in an uproar. She's literally
seen
a
that as
20-year-old
well.
teenager. Isn't it illegal for teens
I remember this. Ew. She's a woman. She's not a teenager.
to smoke?
Melt.
Literally a 20-year-old teenager. Now let's think about this for 1 second. What's the requirement in terms of
adult.
age? What's the requirement for you to be a teenager? Probably a number in the teens, 13, 14, 15, all the way up to 19. Now, after 19,
Unbelievable.
what happens? Oh, right, teen is no longer there. Huh, wild. She's a grown-ass woman, shut the up. Being medium ugly is lit. Like, people have to like you for you, but then some chicks think you really fine. But you ugly enough to keep yourself humble. Smooth sailing. I can agree with that. Bro, he imagined himself
Did he say
buff,
anything?
muscular as hell. Sailing. Then some up. Being
My brain just
medium
turned
ugly
off.
is lit. Like, people have to like you for you, but then some chicks think you really fine. But you ugly enough to keep yourself humble. Smooth sailing.
This is such a Gen Z comment. Medium ugly is lit. Like, people have to, like...
I can agree with that. Bro, he imagined himself buff, muscular as hell, but still made her a snow chungus. What kind of agenda were they pushing? Dude, I have no
What?
idea what you're talking about. I
In
went to
the
Sky
world?
Zone. They gave me these socks for grip on the trampoline. I took them
Yeah.
socks home, and now they're my socks. Mad grip. Be dicking bitches with both feet on the walls. I'm curious. I have to see a diagram of this in action. Mafia drops
no,
ban on homosexuality
please.
after discovering mob boss's son is a fabulous drag queen. Game recognized game. There's 2 sides to every story.
What?
So I was having a mental breakdown in my school's bathroom, but someone decided to take a violent crap in the next stall. Please enjoy. Guys, there's a girl sobbing in the bathroom stall next to me, and I have to take a record-breaking crap. I feel so bad. I'm gonna ruin her teen movie coming-of-age turning point moment. What the hell is sounds of this giant shit? What a fantastic story. Had a
That's so
child today
good.
order just ranch. I didn't know what to do, so I gave him a bowl of ranch and watched him eat it like soup. That was your canon
Ew.
event. Fertility doctor accused of using
Ew.
own sperm dies in crash of hand-built plane. What? Authorities say a New York fertility doctor who was accused of using his own sperm to impregnate several patients
Damn. Some would say he's good with his hands.
has died in a plane crash. Oh no. Shame. Al Pacino's 29-year-old 8-month pregnant girlfriend has dated him, Mick Jagger, and Clint Eastwood. She's collecting old man like Infinity Stones. Does she have kids with all of them? Or was she just kind of like
That-
going through until, it worked? I'm just... She is going through the Infinity Stones here.
I thought my joke was bad. That's grim.
Bullying will enter a golden age in 10 years. Imagine middle school with the son of a breastfeeding influencer having HD footage of him sucking on his mom's huge bazongas. Am I
What?
high? Or are Amy Schumer and Angelina Jolie watching these 2 dudes sue each other over Yu-Gi-Oh cards? I don't know about Angelina Jolie. That does look like her, but that is 100% Amy Schumer.
Amy Schumer, yeah.
Guaranteed. Sick
Yeah,
of
yeah.
all this gender neutral stuff. Switching to gender evil. Me? Marks didn't predict I'd use Adderall to respond to texts. Scholars QT of page 651 of Capital. The pained worker inevitably resorts to illegal cocaine for his most fundamental social tasks. Oh, I see. Whoever engineered chest binders is a genius. I mean, how the hell do you reduce a half a gallon worth of titties to a landscape that will make Kansas jealous? I'm utterly astonished by this technology. Does it hurt? I would imagine at a certain point it's gonna be kind of uncomfortable, right? Just a bit. Or incredibly. Not saying anything bad about binders, I've just always been curious, does that really hurt you? Because I feel like it can and it does. I'm sorry, but the Norwegian butter crisis of 2011 just confuses my damn brain. Because how the actual hell does an entire country run out of butter? Did Norway just come
yes.
downstairs and well, I can't read that. I was gonna explain how the butter crisis happened, but then I noticed your hilarious attempt at writing, "We've run out of butter." I'm not sure if you know, but you basically just wrote, "We drove out of the lubrication." Yeah, that's Google Translate for you, though. Lynchings in Congo as penis theft panic hits capital. What? Police in Congo have arrested 13 suspected sorcerers accused of using black magic to steal or shrink men's penises after a wave of panic and attempted lynchings triggered by the alleged witchcraft.
Hey, yo, you better...
Hell? If you have a
You better stop them fast.
problem, call the cops. Then you'll have two problems. Never point a cop at anything you don't intend to kill. What a great line. A German man just came into the pub and tried to ask for cutlery, but ended up saying, "I need some food weapons," and I will now be referring to them by nothing else. Hey, Netherlands,
weapons.
if I were to, hypothetically, in a hypothetical future, walk around the Netherlands like this, would I be in much trouble socially? If you're trying to cosplay as a bisexual cowboy from a hypothetical timeline where the Wild West was in France, be my guest. I won't be offended. When the vegan milkshake tastes incredible, but nobody will try it, because apparently plant-based milk is a weirder concept than bovine titty juice. Just don't tell them it's vegan. Just tell them to try this awesome milkshake and see if they like it. All the best games have patch note. Tell them it's vegan.
Vegan milkshake tastes incredible, but no one will try it because apparently plant-based milk is weirder than... You know what? That's such a vegan statement to claim.
Just tell them to try this awesome milkshake and see if they like it. All the best games have patch notes. Like, cows now have multiple facial expressions. Tooting the horn now correctly banishes Derek. Lasers no longer emit a cry for help when colliding with fresh fruit. Increased Trevor to 9. Scarecrows no longer steal children's shoes. Spaceship. Bees found in toilets are appropriately perfumed. The plums in the fridge now replenish faster. Spaceship. Using a spoon in a nuclear reactor no longer stops time. The Swan Man
Oh, you put your plums in the fridge?
only breaks one arm per turn. This should be illegal. Making the jump button anything but the top button should be illegal. This is
Wait, no, the jump button's the A or the B, considering that. Wait, what?
the most disgusting tweet I've ever seen. The orange juice after toothpaste of tweets. Oh, ooh, that's damning. Overwatch devs actively discussing a trans hero. The Overwatch dev team looking at each other when announcing a trans hero to cover up the new massive sexually charged female employee breast milk heist. You're gonna have to run that one by me again. Excuse me? Stick a turkey leg in a sneaker and let your dog patrol your yard. I don't have a dog.
Okay. That's kind of an unhinged video. I quite enjoyed it though. It's quite good. Good video.